All right, guys, how's it going? Crysencio Summerville, or Jimmy Summerville, as I like to call him, the Leeds United player, been linked with us on and off for quite a while. There was a few mentions of him yesterday, and people coming on my stream yesterday asking about him and Liverpool's interest. Someone said, "Oh, I've heard that Liverpool have stepped up, trying to make an attempt to sign him," kind of thing, and it didn't sound right to me. We're going back quite a few weeks now, and I think that Liverpool did make an inquiry regarding him, but only in terms of the valuation, the cost kind of things. I don't think Liverpool ever considered him as a primary target. Well, they didn't, did they? But Liverpool was sniffing around, and just because you're making an inquiry, don't mean you're going to do something. But it sounded like Liverpool were not that keen, and I think that they'd stepped up, because I think Brighton at the time were really putting some pressure on the situation. I think Liverpool were like, it's now or never for us to go and have a little nosy. Do you know what I mean? And I can see the thinking a little bit, but Liverpool haven't got the primary objectives in yet this summer. So if Liverpool had made some primary signings, priority signings, if you like, and had a bit of cash left over, they could have gone, do you know what, we could scoop him up, maybe, he's cheap or whatever. But I just don't think anything's going to come of that, to be honest with you. And I think our interest in him has ended. But there has been some mentions in the last few days, and I just wondered if it was anything to do with Roma making an approach. So Gazzetta dello Sport are saying that Roma have stepped up for the Leeds attacker, and that he's a serious option for the Serie A side. And I just wonder if the agents are putting it out there, the last couple of days, Liverpool are still sniffing, just to put a bit of pressure on Roma, or even Leeds United themselves. So basically, the reason for this video is just to touch on the Summerville thing. If you saw anything yesterday, I won't be paying any attention to it. And if you've seen anything today or the next couple of days, bear in mind that Roma seem to have gone in, and that maybe the player's agent or Leeds United themselves are trying to make out that there's interest from Liverpool in that player. I don't think that it will happen. My cousin is a diehard Leeds United fan. He's very clued up on his football, various clubs. He knows a lot of stuff about football. And when I was speaking to him about Summerville, he said to me, I've discussed this with you before, he said he's a good player, but he goes missing often. Can he step up into the Premier League? He went, debatable. There's a possibility he could, but he went, he's not a Liverpool player. He's not good enough to be a first choice Liverpool player right now. He said he's more if he was going to go to another club, maybe a Crystal Palace or something like that. And I also did some digging on I think it was BBC Radio Leeds or something like that, and they had a show on there about him, and they were saying exactly the same thing. They were saying can he make that step up? Can he make that step up? Not so sure. So I like him. I've seen him, and I think if Jurgen Klopp was the manager, I'd be thinking, and he was a secondary option, just someone that could add to the squad after doing the primary business. I'd be thinking, yeah, Jurgen could do something with him. I say Jurgen because we don't know what Arne Slot can do yet. We know what he may have done previously, but we don't know what he's done in the Premier League and with those types of players. So I think if it had been available, it might have been worth a punt as a squad player. But I don't see it, guys, to be honest with you. So the reason for the video is just to give you an update on Liverpool's interest, if you like, where we were last time we spoke about him, and just to give you a little warning, if you do see him mentioned with us at the moment, not to panic. It could just be that Leeds United or his agent are trying to make Roma think there's more interest in him than there actually is. All right, guys, if you appreciate the video, please do give me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button and I'll give you a shout out in tomorrow morning's briefing. There hasn't been many of them the last few days because I've not been here. I couldn't upload any videos yesterday because YouTube was fucked globally. So, but that did resolve. That's why my morning briefing came out late in the afternoon yesterday. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you think and I'll speak to you soon.